Welcome back to course Big Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. So in the last video we discussed about various approaches used for data integration. Now our today's topic is Introduction to Data Integration Technology. So in this video we are going to discuss what are the different technologies are available for performing data integration. As already we know that how data integration is important concept in many organizations, because the concept is very simple. We are using the concept of BI to improve our business, and what BI is doing, BI is providing us good quality information, good quality knowledge which we use to take a appropriate decision. So in order to take appropriate decision you require good knowledge, and in order to generate a good knowledge and good information, what you required good quality of data on appropriate time. This is what a very important thing. So in that case data integration play a very important role. Because what data integration will do, data integration help us to extract the data from multiple sources, transform it and bring it into such a form that is required by that particular organization. So for that purpose data integration play a very important role in case of a business analytics. Means the success of business depends on BI, and the success of BI is depend on ETL, how effective your ETL can be. So in the last video we discussed about various approaches. Now we are going to discuss what are the different technologies that you can use to perform data integration. So there are basically three technologies that can be used for data integration. First one is the ETL, that is very traditional and mostly used in organization to perform data integration. So it's a traditional one. Okay, ETL is a very traditional, very popular technology which is used for the process of data integration. But you know that the day by day the requirement of the business is going to be changed, the requirement of data is going to be changed, amount of data, frequency of data. Nowadays we want real-time data. So according to that another few technology emerge. So another technology that we can use other than ETL is enterprise information integration. And what is a main feature of this? It will support real-time data integration, which is not feature in case of ETL. ETL does not support real-time data integration, but EII, that is enterprise information integration, will support real-time data integration. And the third one is real-time data replication. So if we talk about the reliability of data, availability of data in multiple forms at multiple places, this is again a very important thing, that data should be available in multiple places, multiple form, because most of the time you may face an issue when the platform of the data is being changed. So in that case your data should always be available at any place at any time, and this is this thing is make sure by this enterprise data replication. Because I told you that the situation of a business before 20 years is totally different than that of today's situation. Today's situation is very dynamic. We want data at any time, at any platform, at any place. This is what the important thing, and so as to satisfy the current need we require this technology. So as I told you, ETL is a traditional one, whereas EII and EDR is a advanced one which is currently being used nowadays by most of the business organization. So let's discuss all this technology one by one in very detail. So first of all, you just see this is a simple diagram which explains the process of extract, transform and load. So it's a very simple process. What we are doing, extraction means what? Here you can see multiple data sources are there, customer is there, sales is there, product is there, flat files are there, and other data sources are there. So n number of data sources are there that we need to consider while collecting a data or gathering a data. So extraction means what? You are just extracting the data from multiple sources. Okay, so this is what the role of ETL, because ETL involves three things: extraction, transformation and loading of data. So during the extraction what you are doing, you are extracting the data from multiple sources. Once you extract the data from multiple sources, next thing is transformation. So what exactly you are doing in the transformation? During transformation what you are doing, you are just bringing this data data into a appropriate format which is required for analysis, because sometimes your data is present in a structured form, unstructured form, semi-structured form, but in order to perform analysis it is required that your data should be present in particular format. So that thing will be done in transformation. So transformation will help us to bring your data which is you have gathered into a appropriate form which can be very easily used for analysis purpose, and finally load that data. So in this case we have seen ETL help us to extract the data from multiple sources, then we are storing that data into a data warehouse in the appropriate format after transformation. That means we have performed load operation in data warehouse, and then from data warehouse that data can be used for analysis purpose, reporting purpose, or data mining purpose. That means you can extract the knowledge, you can gather the information. So this is what a ETL tool. It is a very popular tool. It involves extraction of data, just we have seen. It is only available technology used for batch data integration. This is again important thing to know about ETL, and ETL is mostly used for bulk data movement. Okay, bulk data movement ETL is used. So here you can extract the data from various sources such as ERP solution, cloud application, file system, and transform to data repository. And in this case, in case of ETL, important thing is to perform transformation, and mostly transformation includes data cleaning, data quality management, data aggregation, and the data reconciliation. So I can say that ETL is very popular tool which is used for batch data integration, where your data is present in a very huge amount. At that time ETL can be used. It is very popular and the traditional technology used for data integration. Now next we discuss about another type of technology which is used for data integration called as a enterprise information integration. This we can say that this is an advanced version of ETL. What is a you means how that EII is different from ETL. EII can able to perform real-time data integration. Now why there is a need of real-time data integration, and what is, first of all we understand what is real-time data integration. Real-time data integration involves collection of data. It enables a collection of data. Okay, it involves or it enables continuous collection of data from wide variety of sources. This is what a real-time data integration. In real-time data integration we are continuously collecting a data from multiple sources and providing it to business in order to take a appropriate decision. So this is what a real time means. In case of ETL, what we are doing, the data which is stored in the database, maybe before 2 days ago, 3 days ago, historical data will be there, that we are extracting, that we are using to in order to take a decision. But nowadays we want to take a decision very quickly. Our decision making process is going to change very rapidly. So for that purpose we want to get a data real time. We want real time data, and in order to get real time data we require advanced tool, and that technology can be enterprise information integration. So here you can see multiple data sources are there, database is there, log files are there, messaging is there, sensors are there. You might aware about the sensors. Sensors are deployed in the multiple fields. From there they are extracting real-time data and provide it to you, just like a weather prediction. Suppose you need to perform a monitoring. I need to monitor the temperature of a particular room. So what I can do, I can deploy the sensor in that particular room, so that sensor will sense the data and continuously it will transmit the data to me. So this is what a real-time data integration. And nowadays mostly we are focusing on real-time data integration. Means we take a simple example that we need to monitor the temperature of particular room, because in that room very sensitive medicines are being kept. Okay, so in that case just imagine that you are not doing real-time data integration, but traditionally in that case you are using ETL. So in that case what will happen, the temperature of the room gets suddenly increased, and it is that temperature value stored in the database, and after one day you are checking that what temperature will be there for that room. So in that case what will happen, all the medicines that get miss all that medicine will face issue. Why? Because that medicine will be kept at a particular temperature. So in that case all this medicine will be it will be of in no use. Why? Because the temperature has been increased. So in that case after one day, suppose you are getting this data and you are analyzing it, it is of no use. So in that case what is required to perform a real time decision? It requires real time decision. That means continuously you are monitoring the temperature of the room, so you come to know that temperature is suddenly increased. So in that case you need to take a decision how to decrease the temperature, so that that medicine will be kept in a good condition. Otherwise what will happen, that medicine is of no use. So that's why nowadays real time data is very important, and to perform real time data integration we have been provided with another technology called as a enterprise information integration. So that is, it is being shown here. Data is born in from the various multiple sources, then continuous data collection. That means continuously you are collecting the data, just like a sensor. Sensor is continuously sensing the environment and provide the data to the user. So here you can see continuous data collection. After that transformation, filtering, analytics, and number of things are there. Then continuous data delivery to multiple platforms. Now today there is a need of real-time data integration, and for that purpose you can use EII. So here we can see it is a data integration technology to deliver a data set on demand. Okay, this is an important thing, and it creates a business view. This is very important thing. It creates a business view, and view always help us to hide the complexity, how that your connection is being done, how your data is being fetched from multiple sources and provided to users. So EII also helps for hiding the complexity. And most important difference between ETL and EII is what? EII supports real-time data integration, which is not done by the ETL. Now the third and the last technology which is used for data integration is what? Enterprise data replication. So data replication also play very important role. Just I explained 1 minute before that nowadays you require a data at multiple places at any time in multiple form, means in a hybrid form, in a multiple platform you require the data. So this is what a current need. That's why I told you that ETL is a traditional one, and EII and EDR is a advanced one. So what we have seen, EII supports real-time data integration, whereas EDR it supports the, or it helps us to deal with a multiple platform. This is what again important thing. Maintaining a data availability across heterogeneous environment is very complex and time-consuming activity. So controlling of this is very important thing. So here you can see in case of data replication, what we are doing, we are just moving a data from one storage to another. In this case what we are doing, simple thing, we are doing a simple thing, we are just moving a data from one storage to another. And in this case again, this is important thing, the database is having a same schema. So what you are doing, EDR involves moving a data set from one database to another, but it is having a same schema. So here you can see, here Hadoop is there, here also Hadoop is there, here RDBMS is there, here also RDBMS is there. So what is your role? You are just moving a data from one platform to another, and this is very important thing. It is very time consuming thing. Okay, so for that purpose you can use different technology, and so one technology is what? EDR, that is enterprise data replication. It helps us to move the data from one platform to another platform, and in this case very important thing is what? Database or that data source is having a same schema. And finally one thing that you need to note, it does not involve any kind of data transformation. That means as is it is, you are copying data from one source to another source. This is what a simple thing you understand. Data replication means what? Just copying a data from one data source to another source. And in that case what are the complexity, what are the issues? Because the data is present in a very huge quantity, so they're transforming data from one form to another form is very important. So in this case we are not performing any kind of data transformation, but simply we are moving from one data source to another. That's it. So this is what a enterprise data replication. So I hope you understand these three technology which is used for data integration. First one is a ETL, that is extract, transform and load. It is a traditional one which is used a few years back. Now also it is used. It's totally the choice of organization, but I can say that ETL is a traditional one. It does not support real-time data integration, and in order to support real-time data integration, the second type of technology comes, that is EII, enterprise information integration, which supports real-time data integration. And the last one is the EDR, that is enterprise data replication, which is used to move a huge quantity of data from one platform to another. So this is what a data integration. Thank you.